The holidays are fast approaching and I just had this idea for a video, so I decided to sit down, record it for you before it flies out of my mind. I know that a lot of my followers are visiting New York City or are not visiting but just really want to know more about it. So I do want to start making some more New York centric content for you, starting with, first and foremost, right here, 5 of my favorite things to do in this city around the holiday season. I do have 5 more of these ideas for you, but I'm only sending those additional elements to the people who are signed up to my newsletter. So if you want to join my newsletter, use the link below. It's just luciefink.com/join. Head to that site, enter your email there. You'll be signed up for the Fink fam, as I like to call my newsletter family. And then I believe on Thursday, December 19th, you'll be getting an email that has my 10 favorite things to do in New York City around the holiday season. So if you sign up for the newsletter before the 19th, you will get that blast. But even if it's past December 19th right now, I mean, maybe it's 2020 and you're watching this, don't worry, because if you go to luciefink.com/join, you enter your email, you will be blasted off a welcome email, which has a PDF document that I've put together for you with my 10 favorite things to do in New York City, period. No seasonality, it's just some of my favorite things to do all year round. So if you're visiting New York anytime soon, if you have a friend or a family member that's visiting, or if you just plan on maybe coming sometime in the future and you want to know some of my favorite things to do, join that mailing list and you will get that email. Starting with number 1, going to Dominique Ansel Bakery and getting one of those blossoming hot chocolates. I made a video with Chef Dominique Ansel back in 2016 and he was teaching me how to make his famous cinnamon rolls. If you don't know who he is, he's the inventor of the cronut, and he's a very well-known baker in New York City. He has a few locations here, but also all around the world. And his blossoming hot chocolate is essentially a hot chocolate where he puts this folded up marshmallow flour into it, and as soon as it hits the heat of the hot chocolate, it unfolds and it blossoms into this beautiful flower. You get your marshmallow, get your hot chocolate. It's perfect to cozy up around the holidays. Plus, it's a New York City staple, so if you're coming to the city, don't miss it. And he's always kind of inventing new pastries, so just be sure to check what's on the menu because you might try something new that's about to blow up. Number 2, head to the Union Square Holiday Market. So the Union Square Green Market, which is the farmer's market, is at Union Square every single week of the year. It's not there every day, but there are set days when it's open. The holiday market is something completely different. So it's actually in a different area of Union Square. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do in the city over the holiday time because it's so festive. It's decorated like Christmas. It's basically a Christmas explosion, and literally millions of people from all over the world come here every single year to weave and wind their way through the stalls. You can buy art from local craftsmen, you can buy food, there's a ton of gifting opportunities, so if you're looking for a gift for someone when you come to New York, definitely go to the Union Square Holiday Market because you will find a ton of options. The experience is open from November 21st through December 24th, so it does end on Christmas Eve, and it's open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Saturday, it goes from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sunday, it's from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to know what vendors are going to be available, and also if you want to know where each vendor is going to be located, because sometimes it can turn into a bit of a maze, you can go to the Union Square Holiday Market's website and they have a bird's eye view that will show you how the whole thing is laid out every year. Definitely go, it's Christmas heaven. Moving on to number 3. Rolfs German Restaurant. Now this is a spot that personally I've never been to, but I cannot believe I've never been to it because it's always listed year after year as a top spot to go in New York City over the holiday season. It's basically a restaurant that just goes all out over the holidays. So their decor inside is different every single season and they change things up all the time, but over Christmas they are known for kind of going wild with the decorations. And you can't miss it. So I've walked by this place many times over the holidays and the window is just right there in front of you. You know it's a Christmas party inside. There's streamers hanging from the ceiling, lights, baubles, ornaments, the whole 9 yards. And if you like to go to places around the holiday time that just feel kind of like the North Pole, I don't think there's another place in the city that I would recommend more than Rolfs. Once again, I've never been here, so I can't speak to their food, but I would just check out their menu if you want to eat there. But know that I think most of the people going here over Christmas time are here for the experience, because it is a vibe. Up next is the Chelsea Market. Now this is a year-round market. It's in an industrial building that's kind of a whole block long and a whole block wide. There's a ton of vendors in there, restaurants, you can sit down, you can take out, you can get meats, cheeses, wines, candy, chocolate, nuts, literally everything that your heart desires. And I know for a fact that they decorate this place to be very festive around Christmas time, so it's definitely a spot in New York that's going to look very festive and have lights up. If you're looking for a New York style Christmas photo, the Chelsea Market is a place to go because it's so New York City and so Christmassy. And one thing that I just learned is Package Free, one of my favorite stores, just opened a new location in Chelsea Market. They have a spot in Brooklyn, and it's my friend Lauren Singer's shop where you could buy all the things you need to live a sustainable and low impact lifestyle with no packaging and no plastic. And now that they're in Chelsea Market, if you do find yourself there over Christmas time and you're buying some food and getting into the holiday spirit, be sure to stop by Package Free and get some zero waste items. And number 5, the last item in this video is going to be Central Park. Central Park is one of the most stunning places in New York City all year round. It is absolutely the largest plot of greenery on the entire island of Manhattan, and there are tons of places to walk or bike or even just sit on the lawn. In the wintertime when there's snow on the ground, it is a little bit different, so you're probably not gonna go to Central Park to lie on the grass or to go on a boat on the river, but it's still a great place to take a stroll through the park or grab a hot chocolate and just relax on a bench. And when there's snow on the ground and in the trees, it is stunning. And one of my absolute favorite parts of Central Park, especially when there's snow on the ground, is Literary Walk. There's this area of Central Park called the Promenade, which runs from 66th Street to 72nd Street. It's pretty much the only area of Central Park that's a straight line because the rest of the pathways are a loop around in a circle. And the entire walk is framed by big, beautiful elm trees, which makes it one of the most photogenic spots and one of the most visited spots in Central Park. And this area is called Literary Walk because towards the bottom of this promenade, there are some statues of very well-known writers. I hope this was helpful for you if you are coming to New York anytime soon, but just know even if you're coming and it's not Christmas time, all of the spots that I just mentioned are still great spots to visit. And if you want to hear 5 more things to do in New York City over this time of the year, be sure once again that you're signed up for my newsletter. Go to luciefink.com/join, enter your email. You will immediately be sent that PDF that I told you of my top 10 things to do in New York. And if you are doing this before December 19th, you will also get that email blast on the 19th sharing my top 10 things to do in New York City around the holidays. I love New York City so much. I've lived here since I graduated college in 2014, and I also grew up in New York State not too far outside of the city, so I've basically lived here for my entire life. And I am more than happy to share some more New York-centric content with you right here on my YouTube channel. So comment below and let me know what other types of New York videos you want to see from me. Happy holidays to everyone out there. Be sure to hit subscribe on my channel so that you don't miss videos when they go live. And if you click on the little bell, it means you'll be alerted every single time a video goes up so that you can be that first commenter on it. I always love seeing when people write first, and I think that sometimes comments don't populate, so like 10 people think they're the first comment, but I can actually see who is first. So I appreciate the people that try to be first. Anyway, Merry Christmas, happy everything, happy holidays. I hope you have a beautiful start to 2020, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next year on YouTube. Bye.